Ladies and gents, welcome back. Join me, as you can see, join me at North Greenwich bus station. So I'm on the 472 today, it's my second day on the 472s. So, had my first taste of it, don't like it, I really don't like it, because they're so frequent, you make, like, you fall behind, like, one time, and it's done, like, schedule is non-existent anymore. You know, you hardly get any stand time as well. You know, if you're lucky, get 7 minutes, if that. You know, I've got about 5 minutes. I was running on time as well, and then I get stuck in traffic, and it all goes kaput. But yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, apart from that, it's alright. It's an alright route. Not the worst, but not the best. It's for me, in my opinion, like from driving both the 177s and the 472s now, I kind of prefer the 177s. The only good thing about this route is because it's so short, it goes really quick. So before you know it, you leave North Greenwich and you're in Woolwich, like that quickly. You're like, oh, I'm near the end of the trip already, you know. So I think I've got like, second half, I've got about 3.5 rounders to do. So that's going to be a hefty second half. But you know, I'm not on a boring Volvo. I hate the Volvos. I'm on a hybrid Enviro, so not too bad. But yeah, but not much has gone on since I last posted. I mean, I've obviously, well, I suppose I did the route learning. And we've got to leave it at 19 minutes. It's 16 minutes, so I'll talk for another couple of minutes, get set up and go. But yeah, so obviously I've done the route learning on the 472s on Saturday. Did Saturday, then I was off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, did my first day on the 472, today's my last day, and then I'm on the 177s for 2 days. And then next Saturday, route learning the 422s. So I'll know 5 routes after Saturday, which would be pretty interesting. So I can tell I'm going to get like thrown about a bit just to cover what needs to be covered. But yeah, it is what it is. You just got to learn to deal with it, really. Just got to learn to deal with it. I don't mind the 422s because it goes to Bexley if I don't mind them. It's just the 472s are a nightmare. Ugh, 472s are a nightmare. Yeah, but apart from that, not too bad. Haven't had, like, I mean, it was a bit busy yesterday because that's what happens when you fall behind. You end up like just chasing. By the time you get to by the time you drop everyone off in North Greenwich, you got to leave because you're running behind. You know, you're probably like 2 minutes behind. It's like, oh, I just want to like just stretch my legs. I was out of breath yesterday because I was just constantly driving. I didn't really take, I didn't take a 5-minute break, because I'm a team player. You know, I'd only really take a 5-minute break if I need to go to the toilet or something like that, or if I just really couldn't be bothered. I didn't get turned yesterday, but they did tell me to, like, when I get to Thamesmead, the stand, run dead to the KFC round the corner and start from there. Because normally, obviously, with the 472s, when you come out of Thamesmead, you turn left at the roundabout and you go round, and then you come back to the starting point and turn left. So obviously, instead, he just told me, just turn right at the roundabout, start from the KFC, and start your journey there. And I was back on time. I was bang on time. Alright, well, I've got to get going. I've got my break after this, so you won't see me till the second half. But yeah, I'll see you then. Take care. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, joining the second half on my second trip of the second half. Back Thamesmead this time. Finally got a bit of stand time. Managed to keep to the timetable as best I could. I actually got 11 minutes right now, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's hilarious though, this route. This is when you know that a route is too ambitious for itself. At one point, there was 3 472s in a line going to North Greenwich. That's how you know that a route's too ambitious. The fact that there was 3 472s in a row, like literally just all in a line, or going all the way down to North Greenwich. That's when it's too ambitious. See, it's a headway service, but the thing is, they don't seem to, keep an eye on it as much. Like, obviously, I'd say there's more leniency because of how frequent the buses are on the route. Because it's like every 6 minutes or something, so it's really ambitious. But yeah, but that's the thing. Like, by the time I got to Charlton, I was right next to the guy. Oh, done. Bus has just moved, so I'm just gonna move forward. So I'll talk to you in a second. Right, back. Managed to move right to the front of the queue, so I ain't got to worry about constantly moving. But yeah, it's like, it is hilarious how ambitious this route is. But like I said, the route itself is really not a bad route. It's just the frequency of it. You know, how much you really have. It's all about speed, this route. It's not really about taking your time. But then again, I feel that because of how much speed you have to put into it to like keep up with the schedule and like keep an even gap, I see it as more of an opportunity to slow down. Because that's when the stress starts. That's when you go, oh crap, my headway's get all the way to the left now. Like the bus is going to come up behind me and overtake me. But as I've said many times, you kind of want the bus in front to overtake you because they'll take your passengers. So it actually makes your life a lot easier, makes theirs a lot harder. You know, like admittedly, I did overtake my leader today, but there's only so many times you can stop, if that makes sense. It gets to a point where, certain point along the journey where you just can't keep stopping for like 2-3 minutes here and there. There's no point. You just got to keep going. That's the way it is, unfortunately. You know, sometimes you just got to keep going and just, you know, at the end of the day, if the controller's not telling you to stop, it's clearly not a big deal. Like, obviously, you should be keeping an eye on your headway, but if the controller really is insisting you on like stopping and stuff like that, then, you know, they need to call you and or text you to say that you need to hold back. But, you know, because this route is so frequent, it's hard, you know, because if you stop, then the bus behind's got to stop, then the bus behind you's got to stop, and it kind of brings the service to a standstill. You know, so you can't. There has to be a point where you got to keep going. You know, so it's the way it is. That's life. Well, on a very frequent route. I'm glad I don't do this route full time. I'd honestly just like, I just want to shoot myself. This route, like, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I mean, at least with the 177s, I will get some form of stand time. You know, I normally on the 177s, even if I'm running relatively late, I'll get at least 5 minutes rest. Whereas here, I'm lucky to get like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You know, I shouldn't be lucky. You know, it's a right. You know, at the end of the day, I need to get out the cab. You know, at the end of the day, I need to get out the cab and you know, do a bit of exercise. You know, get the blood flowing down to me. You know, to me knees and everything like that I've not been using. So I got to get out. You know, because what I do sometimes do is obviously on all the handrails and stuff, I do some like pull-ups, push-ups, all those kind of things, just to get my body flowing, get you know, get it all working. Because otherwise you just go stiff and, you know, like you just lose circulation in that area and it becomes a nightmare. It becomes dangerous because, you know, you're constantly like, because you're distracted. You know, if your knees like really like sore because obviously it's not being used, it's not being like the blood's not circulating down there because you're not really using your feet. Like, yeah, you're pushing the pedals, but it's like it's you're not really. If you drive, you know what I'm talking about. You lightly press on the throttle and the brakes and everything like that. So you're not really moving. So you get like pins and needles stuff, or like you're itching your knee constantly. That's a distraction, and it can end up being, you know, something that doesn't end well. So that's what I kind of like about the 177s. I'm back on them for 2 days from tomorrow. At least on there, I get some form of stand time, which is nice. You know, like if we're on a good day, I get like 20 minutes at Peckham. You know, even when my headway's perfect, you know, because there's no traffic about, and obviously if the kids are on holiday and stuff like that, you just fly through and you can get like 20-30 minutes on the stand. It's lovely. You just get to relax. Do you know what I mean? Right, what time is it? Oh, just need to. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, just need to stop your watch because I forgot to start my watch when I left North Greenwich. Because I have a watch that I use to track my driving hours, and I forgot to press start on it when I got to when I was leaving North Greenwich. I've just had to add on 7 minutes. But yeah, so I've got about a minute, so I'm going to sign off here. I probably won't do any more for today. I just kind of want to relax. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe, and press that push that notification button to get notified when I upload. Any questions, as usual, leave them in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.